Yeah.
Okay.
It's honest. It's whatever you
Alas.
want it to be. Cool.
Okay.
So
Just
I'll start with
blur
the
it out.
first.
Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's The Lovin Show, where we interview all of Dubai's greatest and most influential people. I am back with Simran this week. How are you? We miss you, Casey, by the way. Shout out to Casey, and we've got a very special guest today. Welcome, Big Hass, to the show. Salam. He is the radio jockey for the first FM hip-hop show in Saudi Arabia, and also a huge supporter of local artists here, and even has a show called Buckle Up with Big Hass on YouTube.
That's true.
What's up? How are you doing?
Blessings to be here. Thank you, Lovin Dubai, for the amazing support, not only for myself, but for many people. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. So now I'm really interested to know, you're very big on hip-hop. Obviously, you love supporting local artists who are in hip-hop, and even really ones who aren't. But what got you into liking hip-hop in the first place? Like, why hip-hop?
It's a very interesting thing. Why hip hop is the name of my show. It was Leish Hip Hop.
Oh, see, I didn't even...
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's amazing, right? So, actually, in 2007, I was just a normal kid, really listening to whatever the radio really feeds me. A friend of mine from Canada came with a mixtape that had a lot of Arab, American, Arab, European MCs, and I was like, wow, why can't we see these guys on the radio?
Yeah.
And I was triggered, something triggered in me. I wanted to start something, so I started a blog called Revolt in Saudi Arabia, and then that moved to the show. But hip hop is a movement, like rap, which is an element of hip hop, stands for rhythm and poetry. It's شعر وإيقاع بالعربي. So what's nice about this is like hip hop is an incredible culture that has amazing elements, but the idea that was taken about hip hop was bad, and I felt like I want to just do something about it.
Nice.
And that's why I fell in love
This
with
whole thing was a process for you, not like you just got into it straight away. You had to build up from a blog and
Oh
this.
yeah, 100%. If you want to hear a really cool story, so the first show I did, first segment, I'm saying Salam Alaikum everybody. I do the show in English and Arabic.
Which is, I really love that, because then you're reintroducing hip-hop that it can be listened
True.
to by the Arab
True.
community as
Yeah.
well, and it is.
True, and I support and play a lot of Arabic rap as well. So I'm saying Salam Alaikum, welcoming everybody, and I get a message saying, it's a really bad message saying, I'm like, you're an infidel, you can't do this. I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything wrong against my country or religion.
Sah.
So I went with it, I believed in myself, and now, alhamdulillah. So it's you gotta believe in what you do, really passionate about what you
Yeah,
That's
very
so true.
Bless.
That's
Yeah.
so true. So on that note, who actually was your first musical hip hop influence? What
okay.
started it? Which song or like which artist?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't obvious enough, but I want him to expand
Yeah.
on this.
Obviously Kanye West.
Oh yeah, that's right. Definitely not Kanye.
Definitely. not Kanye.
No, but yeah, Biggie Smalls for me is somebody who made me love the culture, the art form. His flow is something really incredible. Now I know there's a lot of Biggie, Tupac fans out there, but both are incredible in their own way. But for me, it was actually it was Biggie Smalls. But believe it or not, I fell in love with hip hop from jazz.
Oh,
From
okay.
John Coltrane, who's obviously a
I
legend.
love John Coltrane, Blue Train.
So exactly. So what I'm saying is that hip hop comes from all these kind of genres,
True.
the souls, the funk, the jazz, and then obviously was created in the early 70s by an incredible guy who I had the pleasure of interviewing, DJ Kool Herc. He created this culture.
Cool.
And it's really incredible because when I interviewed him, he was like, where are you calling me from? And I said, Saudi Arabia, sir. And he said, hip hop reached that far. I was like, yeah, created in the early 70s,
impressive.
and now it's all over the world. It's the number one genre culture in the world right now. So,
That's true.
beautiful.
That's actually true.
So, was RJing something that you've always wanted to get into, or
Good question.
like is it something that just came along the way?
Yeah, actually, I think it came along the way. I've always been a fan of just expressing my point. So, like I said, I started a blog,
Yeah.
and it was obviously a writing, and then I
Yeah.
started online radio, and then I really wanted to go bigger. And FM, I know people say radio, but still, that powerful mic, you can say a lot of things in it.
That's true.
And I'm a big fan of radio, so I improved. And if you look at my stuff like 10, 12 years ago, man, I really terrible. Really terrible.
What's that?
No, because you start something and I didn't study it. I didn't study media I just did my passion. So
Yeah.
that I always say I don't have no talent. Really, I am only passionate about what I do, and I want to put that message to everybody tuning in and listening right now. If you're not talented, it's okay, but just make sure that you're passionate about what you
Yeah,
do.
That's amazing.
because then ultimately that will
Speak
show
for
through.
itself,
That will
yeah.
speak for itself, exactly.
That's
So
great
were there
advice.
any hurdles that you had to face when starting the first FM hip hop show in Saudi? Because
Yeah.
obviously when you did, it wasn't intact. And
Yeah.
how was that? What was the biggest hurdle, would you say?
Wow,
if any?
that's a good question. You want the truth?
Of course,
Always right here, Lovin Dubai. Okay.
Always.
A lot of hurdles. First of all, hip hop started in America, right?
Right.
This in the Bronx. This is where it started. A lot of people would say, "Yo, this is a foreign culture. Why are you bringing it here?" My idea was, is like we have a lot of Arab rappers that are rapping about our culture, our things.
Yeah.
Now, if you're
That's
Arab and listening to us right now, watching us, you would know that 99.99% of the music that we get is about love and pop music, or habitik, or habiti, you love me, and you left me, and stuff like
yeah.
that. Get it? That's cool. But we have other things. We have social issues, community issues, and yes, sometimes political issues. It's there. So I wanted to focus on that, and I wanted to showcase that, you know what? Our rappers rap in Arabic and actually have a voice. You need to be respected. And people didn't like that in the beginning because these people were like saying, these rappers were saying something different than just,
Yeah.
Not
just
the
shake
norm
it.
than they use. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's like bam, like you.
It's a big
you
fight.
Really
It's a
gave
big.
that
I always
platform.
say that it's a big fight. You got to fight. But again, goes back to your beliefs and your passion about what you do.
True.
So speaking of passion, you are also into a lot of like upcoming talents. So how when someone like an emerging talent comes into the market, how does it? What piques your interest in them?
Like when you want to
As a
support
person.
music talent, I feel like what actually garners your attention at first.
I'm loving the questions. Okay, so for me, I'll be very honest with you. Yes, I do get a lot of requests. Check out my music. Check out this. But I just say, what grabs me in it is just how authentic they are. I just I want to feel. I want to know your story through your music,
Nice.
and that's what somehow gets me personally. Now, I always say this, and I'll say it again with you guys. If I didn't like it, or if I didn't share it, that's not the end of the world for you. As an artist, don't actually consider my opinion, and anybody's opinion for that matter of fact. That's why I'm passionate about it.
Just
If
keep
it affected me, great, move forward. If it didn't, you're not doing music to affect Big Haas or anyone else. Brother. You're making music to impact yourself and others around you. So if they get impacted, great. If not, you should be authentic and be yourself I know it's a very cliche, right, answer, but it is really the honest thing, what I look for in an artist. And why I do that, because I just think it's our duty to support it. Like, if we don't, who would?
So,
know?
especially with the community here, because like you said, it is just new, it's emerging. So who better than
And may I add something here?
Yeah.
I think the trick part as well, when we call artists local, this is where the corporations always downsize them for some. It's a local
That's
artist.
so true.
That's not. I mean, he's an artist, right? He's an artist. Khalas. Period. Done.
That's
and
a
I
good
think
point.
yes, he is locally based. I get that, but it's just the perception of it. He's an artist. He or she is an artist, and they're doing the great things. It takes time to put a song out. It's not easy.
Yeah.
it's
You know,
definitely a different
It
perspective.
kind of stunts the growth right there, calling it
Truth.
local artists.
That's
Yes,
true.
Yeah.
But going back to, like I said, asking you about the hurdles and what you mentioned, what's the difference between then and now?
Wow.
Is there a difference?
That's a very good question. I would say, credibility. When people see what you went through in the beginning, they don't know you, they don't know your story, they don't know what you're about, they don't know nothing about you. They just think that you're loud. And da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But now they've seen what I was able to do, the amount of interviews I was able to do, the amount of wrong perception about hip hop that I changed in Saudi Arabia, one of the most conservative countries in the world. And of course, when I moved to the UAE, there was a lot of perception change generally about hip hop and Arabic hip hop.
Yeah.
And I also love to tap myself on the back and say, I always hype about, artists and just push them. And I think that had a ripple effect on many things. And I love that. It's really great. We're all one community at the end. No one should take credit for something or at the end of the day, we're all one. We're all pushing a scene forward and the movement
I love that.
on.
I
So
love
your
that.
Instagram is always on point, and some of your stories with your son are so cute, and you
Bless
keep
him.
calling him.
Bless
him.
You keep calling him your hero.
My hero. I love
So-
you, Ahmed. I'm not sure if you're tuning in, but I love you.
Shout out Ahmed.
So what is it about him that inspires you?
That's a good question. So 3 years ago, I moved to the UAE, beautiful UAE and beautiful Dubai. We found out that my son was diagnosed with autism. And autism is a way of life, a way of thinking, could be different, but it's not a disease. And Dubai has such a big understanding and awareness when it comes to autism, way better than any Gulf really country. And I say that in a really proud way. When we moved, the lifestyle here, the facilities that are around is way better. And he's my hero. Yes, I have my thing going on in Saudi, and with the opening right now that's happening, I missed a chance. I give you that, and I say that live.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, family comes first,
Oh.
and he is definitely regardless of my kid or no. But I love this kid. He already told me a lot of things. One of the things that he taught me, believe it or not, is patience. My wife would agree. I'm not a patient man. Like he told me that because when it comes to autism, you gotta just you gotta wait for the answer. You can say Ahmed do this, Ahmed do that. You just have to wait. And he taught me patience. So he's my hero. I'll do anything for the kid, like hands down.
I love that.
Hands
And I love that you really always actively use your platform to ensure that and keep, retaliating on the message that it is not a disease. And seriously, it's
we didn't end yet, but salute for you guys.
It is a way of life. It is a way of life. And I agree with that.
There is a certain perception, and again, if I may elaborate on that point. So autism, it's autism disorder. When you translate that to Arabic, it's called اضطراب التوحد. Now, اضطراب somehow goes to the meaning of a bit crazy. That's what it is, really. Like there's something wrong with your head. And that's why people think and that's why I go on and use my platform as a hip-hop radio show and Buckle Up and everything, and my Instagram, to say it's not a disease. And guess what? Every time I say that, I get a message from a mom or a dad. I was shy to talk about my son, but when I say, why are you shy talking about your son?
Yeah.
Forget the people. Just why are you shy about your son? And autism, by the way, is a spectrum. Bill Gates is autistic.
Exactly.
So there's a huge spectrum from here to there.
And there's such common misconceptions.
Big time.
Common misconceptions.
Yeah.
You get that with Down syndrome as well, that they would be incapable.
They call my son
whatnot.
Down syndrome, and it's not. I mean, the brothers and sisters who have Down syndrome, it's different than autism. At the end of the day, they're all human beings, and it needs to be respected, and just love the way they are.
Really well said.
And that is why it's a good thing that you're really using your platform. We appreciate that. And like you said, it's really good that parents all over the world are acknowledging that, because the stigma, it takes a while in the Arab world, the community rather, to kind of break over these stigmas, and to have someone start that and for the rest to follow is already a good start.
Bless
and
you.
your Instagram, if you see the comments and you just get chills looking at your videos, looking at the comments, looking at your captions.
Yeah.
They're just really
Because
beautiful.
then it's not just about hip hop as much as it is. Now you're really you're putting something out. You're making a change, and that's what matters.
I hope so. Yeah. Thank you guys for saying that.
Of course. And now I want to, of course, talk about Buckle Up with Big Hass.
Let's go.
Love the concept. Tell us more about to those who don't know. Tell us more about Buckle Up with Big Hass.
Well, it's not rocket science, really. Buckle Up is no. It's amazing that you asked that question, because when I talk about it, I love doing interviews. All right, we're in an amazing setup here, right? Incredible. There's lighting, there's cameras. I wasn't able to do that and arrange that because of my busy schedule. So I wanted to do something on the go. I don't want any approvals, anything. I just want to do it. So I'm like, 2 cameras in the car. Buckle up, I'll pick you up, and we go. And there's something about watching 2 people in a car talking. There's something about it. There's always something happening.
You always know that it's a more casual setting too, because that's when you have the best conversations in a car,
More
the best jams.
Yeah.
You know?
We listen to music. Sometimes they decide to rap or sing, and sometimes we had a guitar, and it was really incredible, like how to get the guitar from the back, and it was like, oh, like that. And it was just really, I think, amazing. I think the way to describe it is just raw. It's not sponsored yet. And, so I can just do whatever I want, really say whatever I want. It's really uncut,
candid.
raw, candid.
I love.
Done.
And you've obviously had a lot of artists come on the show. Was there a particular story that has actually stuck in your head? I'm sure there have been a lot, but any in particular that really actually stuck to you?
That's a question on the spot right here.
That's right.
Wallah, there's a lot. A lot. I mean, I got to shout out Rana Nawaz. She has a podcast called When Women Win.
When Women Win.
And
we featured her on our top 10 podcast as well.
So I think that was incredible, because hearing her point of view, how vocal she is about, the whole women empowerment, feminism, it was kind of interesting to see her point. And she's done a lot. And as a podcast, she's doing also a lot. So there's a lot. I loved it when we interviewed, for example, Kalpi, who's an artist from Trinidad and Tobago. He came here. I love it that right now Buckle Up, believe it or not, is included in media runs. When an artist comes in, they include Buckle Up as can we have him on Buckle Up? I'm getting requests.
Start from the bottom.
I'm like,
nice.
Yeah. I'm like, that's very interesting. And it's just a really good convo, at the end of the day. And it's also available on podcast format, which is kind of interesting.
Plug it. You guys, if you want to listen to Buckle Up with Big Hass, where can they stream it?
Yeah, stream it on all streaming services. I got a shout out from Lovin Dubai as well, and it was really incredible. It's mainly on YouTube and also podcast streaming.
So again, thank you so much, Big Has. It's been incredible hearing your thoughts and your opinion. And before I have another segment to talk to you about.
segment.
Fun segment.
Another fun segment. It's called the Tell Us What You Really Think segment.
Help me out, my brother.
Shut up,
Okay.
Biggie.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is interesting. I actually, quite frankly, didn't know you were such a Biggie fan. And it's interesting because the first statement that I included in the Tell Us What You Really Think segment, you'll find out in a bit.
Okay.
But basically, before I go into that, tell us what you really think is us giving you a statement each,
Okay.
and then you either agree or disagree, and then give us your opinion about it.
Adi, if I disagree?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's honest. It's whatever you
Halas.
want it to be. Cool.
Okay.
So
Just
I'll start with
blur it
the
out.
first.
Let's go.
I'll start with the first. Really didn't know this. So coincidence. Tupac is still alive. I had
Yes.
to.
He's like, what?
I mean, I had to.
Oh, no. I mean, I'd love to, but no.
No?
I mean, no. It's
Like, for sure, no.
It's just
No
not,
chance.
It's just
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah,
no.
fam. I mean, this is like.
Not happening.
As a Tupac
I'm not
fan,
gonna
I
get.
really
I'm not.
hope.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah. But on that note, I just want to say that Pac is such an incredible philosopher, an incredible lyricist. He went through a lot, and they both passed away at a very young age, and both had incredible impact. So Biggie and Pac, you know, they shouldn't be rivalry.
See
They're
that,
actually
guys?
friends.
They're not. It's not always a.
See,
it's
we're
a,
good.
a-
She's a Pac fan. I'm a Biggie fan.
Yeah,
We're in
and
the
we're
same
good.
chair.
Exactly.
I'm an Akon fan.
Oh God. Oh God. I mean, okay. Next statement.
So, rappers are poets in different forms.
Yes, salam. I like
Habibi.
that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like I said, rap stands for rhythm and poetry, and it's true. You know, rappers, it's a storyteller. Like when you hear a rapper like Nas, what is he saying? He's telling a story. He's telling you a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100% agree with that. Beautifully said.
Okay, this is
A
a
fun
random one. This is tell us what you really think. It's random. Big Rossi copied Big Hass's Instagram name.
Wow.
Shout out Big Rossi. Sorry.
Shout out Big Rossi. Oh, this is gonna go viral. Actually, when we first met, he's like, "You took my name," and I was like, "No, you took my name." Like, hey.
There's been conversation.
Shout out Big Rossi and the whole, of course.
We
So
love
who
him.
first
copied
He's so
who?
hilarious.
Has he copied you?
I think nobody copied nobody.
Yeah.
Don't start no beef right now.
Scandalous. You scandalous,
No,
Simran.
bless them.
Love that.
You know,
Next-
I was in Saudi, he was here, so I
Yeah.
think now we came here together. But maybe we'll do a battle of the bigs.
Ah,
Yes.
Let's do it right here.
Lovin Dubai.
Yeah.
Next statement, Simran, go.
Okay, so with good autotune, anyone can be a singer.
Yeah, salam. I love these.
We tried it. We really tried
I'm
it.
not a big fan of autotune. Straight up, I'm not a fan, but so many people do it, right? But you're saying with good autotune, anyone can be a singer?
Yeah.
Agree. I mean, it's a sad fact.
So
It's
how
there.
many do you know are like only good singers because of autotune?
There's so many. When you really look into it, there's so many that use autotune. I'm personally not a fan. Like I said in the beginning, my opinion shouldn't really matter. So if you want to use your autotune, do it. But it's just not my cup of tea. If you say like it's not something
I
Yeah.
love that when you give your opinion. By the way, it's you're
It's
still
not the
kind of
ultimate
open.
opinion.
Yeah, you're still kind of open to the other person.
It's true. I mean, I
Perspective. That's so understanding of you. That's what I've noticed.
one of my favorite rappers,
say
he's
what?
Iraqi Canadian Narsi. Sometimes uses autotune when he
Narsi,
does
yeah.
a song or two. It's fine.
Yeah.
But when you have all your albums and EP, whatever, autotune, it's
Yeah.
you know, especially if you're a singer, maybe I don't know, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is
Yeah.
what it is, yeah. Okay, next one. The best definition of music, of the success of music rather, is through fame and money.
Disagree.
Why is that? I mean, obviously. Why
Hands
is that?
down. No, I think it's when you say success, this is what the world wants you to think. That's what the major corporation and record labels and TVs want you to think, that look at that. But there's so many musicians that don't have fame, don't even have an Instagram account that are there, and that's what I try to change as well. So disagree with that. I think the best success of music is when you impact a person's soul. Period.
That's
Hands down.
so true.
When you listen to a
Amazing.
song and it impacts you, you're going
Preach.
through a breakup, you're going through a tough time, you're going through a great time. When it impacts you, checkpoint for me.
You've done your part as
That's
an
for me,
artist,
yeah.
basically. That is
Amazing.
so true. Given the last one.
And social media is not use. Social media is not a useful tool for real artists.
Wow, that's a tricky one. Social media is not a real tool for real
It's
artists?
not
Like
a
a useful-
useful tool for real artists.
Like you don't need social media to like.
Wow.
Get up that ladder.
Okay, no, you definitely need social media now. I don't think, you need social media, but it doesn't make you real or unreal. It's just, you really need to have a place where you can put it out there But it's a very interesting one. Agree or disagree? I'd have to like maybe agree with that. You know? Yeah.
That it's
That
not
it's
a
not,
useful
or
tool?
it is.
Oh, it is. Sorry, then
That
disagree.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
It's
That does make
very
sense.
Because the world
interesting.
has
That's
pretty
true.
much
The
moved
world
on.
has, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point.
But we
You gotta
like
think
to
about
create
this
a
off air.
scandal with social media. Thank you so much once again, Big Hass. This has been such a fun episode with you. But before we go, and this is just a coincidence, again, I swear I don't mean for this to happen, but hip hop Eminem is coming to town,
Yes.
you guys. So Do Live presents Eminem. He is being brought here by Flash Entertainment, and the concert will take place at the Do Arena, Yas Island, on October 25th. That's in Abu Dhabi.
History.
History. Are you planning on
Of
going?
course,
Yeah?
I'm going there. Yeah, the guys at Flash and Do both are very, very supportive of me. And
Amazing.
last time he's been here since 2012, and
Yeah.
that was incredible. I've never seen Eminem. I'm super psyched.
Same.
The fact that we're talking about it around October 25th will be historic.
Amazing.
Historic.
And this is part of his global kamikaze tours, you guys. So if you've heard the new album, you'll definitely enjoy this. You can buy your tickets now at ticketmaster.ae or Virgin Mega stores across the UAE. There's only limited tickets available, so really get yours ASAP. Again, this is at the Do Arena, October 25. Don't miss out. Eminem. Again, thanks so much, Big Hass.
Blessings.
And
Peace
hopefully
and
we'll
love.
have you back in the
So
studio soon.
Love you guys. Love in Dubai, man. Love you guys. Peace and love always.
Same time, same place next week. This has been The Lovin Show. Bye bye.